Hello, everyone. Welcome to the mainstream. I am Simran Shiwalkar, your host for today, and we are back with our weekly live series. Today, I'm particularly thrilled because I have with me a true dynamic and visionary leader, Mr. Ali Katkhada. Ali, thank you once again for joining us and
Thank you.
agreeing to do this.
Appreciate it.
Fantastic. While you need no introduction, but I will still take this opportunity to share a few things about you. Ali is a group leader and a renowned visionary in the tech world. He is the group CIO of DEPA Group, he's known for driving innovation through emerging technologies like AI, blockchain, and cybersecurity. He also holds a doctorate and master's in AI and technology management. Ali is passionate about simplifying business processes and helping organizations embrace automation and new age technologies to stay ahead of the curve. As a top world CIO award winner, Ali has been a trusted advisor to countless organizations, helping them harness the power of emerging technologies to stay ahead in the fast evolving digital landscape. Ali, I'm truly excited to know more about your journey and if you could tell us a bit about how this has shaped your experience as a leader and a true tech enthusiast.
Oh, first of all, thank you for having me. I think it's really nice to have such sessions with you guys, and always it's nice to connect with more people. So this is the way to learn, actually. I think digital transformation is a buzzword nowadays. It's not only in the media, but even in the boardroom. And the word transformation is like when we transform something from one shape, changing from one shape to another shape. All organization is trying now to evaluate the way they run the business and try to really simplify and harmonize across all the branches and automate all the operation. So it's I think what's going on with technology nowadays is nothing but a reflection of this revolution happening in the technology, and the role of the technology in any corporate or any organization is changing, and that's why the word transformation is coming, especially with the fourth industrial revolution now. So now all organizations trying to leverage these technologies, whether it's AI, blockchain, you name it, to really simplify or streamline the operation and enhance their customer relationship, creating new even opportunities and business models. So if you don't really transform or evolve, you really run out of the game, and you cannot really survive with the current business conditions. Yeah.
Fantastic. My next question to you, Ali, is you have seen global success firsthand, being in the space for a remarkable period of time. You've also seen perhaps the role of CIOs evolve over these years. If you could throw some light on how this role is, continuing to evolve because we have a lot of technologies coming in from AI, cybersecurity, and now blockchain as well, taking the center stage.
I think I can talk for hours about the role of CIO because I lived it. I have been in this position for last 20 years almost. So I remember when the CIO or the head of IT role used to be the supporter of the finance system. You know, he's reporting to the CFO or to the head of accounting, and he's just the small finance or accounting application, and the CIO is responsible to make sure the books are intact and the system is up all the time. However, it's not the case anymore. I think it used to be like the biggest evil, unavoidable evil, the biggest cost center of the organization, And I think nowadays the IT department or the CIO is the strategic partner. Most of the CIOs nowadays are on the board reporting to the CEO or the board members. And this is just a reflection of the importance of technology and the transformation that we just mentioned. Also, I think going forward, I think it's going to be seamless. The role of CIO will be not questionable anymore. It's going to be part of every organization. And we're not going to talk about these new revolution anymore. I think it's going to be a given. Like now, everybody's talking about AI, everybody's talking about blockchain, but nobody's talking about 5G anymore. because we are using it. Nobody's talking about virtualization anymore because it's given, nobody's talking about clustering. This is all things that became part of our daily activity. And I think the AI will be the same, blockchain will be the same. It's just going to be, more and more using it, and we're not going to talk about it anymore. I think that's how we are going forward.
Rightly said so. Coming back to your, experience again, Ani, you've also seen perhaps the tech landscape of Dubai change throughout these years. Dubai is now emerging as a tech hub. How do you see these technologies? Like, you spoke about 5G, you spoke about blockchain as well. Do you think Dubai as a tech hub will lead the way and perhaps, emerge as a city that is majorly tech driven?
I think it's already globally leading, Dubai in particular, and UAE in general, even Abu Dhabi. I think just keep in mind that we have AI minister since 2017. Nobody, 2017, it's like very ancient in the time span of technology. I think it's already a global leaders, and due to many reasons. I think the main one is the leadership of Dubai and leadership of UAE. Like they have a vision, and the government is really leading all transformation of the country. And we are talking about smart cities. We are talking about the AI strategy. I mean, we have AI strategy as a country. We have a blockchain strategy. We have cloud first. They put a very ambitious goals to move all or 70% of the government data to be in the cloud. Currently, 5 type of information or data is already in blockchain for Dubai, like the birth certificate is in blockchain, the car registration is in blockchain, the Emirates ID, the ID is in the blockchain, the title deed is in blockchain, the TRX, the tax is in the blockchain. Currently, I'm not talking about future. So also, I think the regulation that Dubai has is really very unique. The whole ecosystem of, whether the regulation, whether we are talking about data protection laws, we are talking about AI Act, we are talking about VARA, which is a body to give trade license and registration for companies and startup, which is working on the ecosystem of digital asset, and also ADGM in Abu Dhabi, which is also the same, that regulate these kind of businesses, blockchain, while other countries are pushing them away. UAE is just welcoming them. And also the taxes system in UAE, which is like almost is tax free. So I know a lot of leaders in this areas have migrated with their families, and they moved to Dubai and to UAE, and they call it home now because of all of the above. And if we add to that the type of visas now which is available, easily can obtain, there is no better place than UAE. And I think also Saudi is moving in the same direction. I was in Saudi last month, and I think they are really going very forward and speedy way towards also having being a hub in AI and in blockchain, which is very healthy and very beautiful to see all these countries competing with each other. So you have several options right now, like before. Yeah.
Absolutely. But also, Ali, at the same time, you said, you've been connecting and communicating with a lot of leaders in tech space, a lot of C-suite leaders like CIOs and CISOs for that matter. How do you view the emerging technologies, AI for that matter? We always have something or the other taking becoming the buzzword. We have DeepSeek. Last time we had DeepSeek. Now Microsoft has come up with Dragon Copilot. How do you think these technologies are impacting businesses and organizations these days when we talk about operation and efficiency at the same time?
I think it's a kind of paradox topic. I mean, from one hand, we can say it's really adding value. It's a positive thing. It's increasing the productivity a big time. I can tell from my development, IT development team, the productivity increased till the roof. They are using AI to write the code. They are using AI to find the bugs. They are using several AI's tools in several functions within IT. within cybersecurity. We talk about the threat detection now. It's no more human. It's an AI agent that detect any abnormality in the networks and highlight it and even take action and isolate any threats in that manner. But also from other perspective, it's also amplified the risk. It's also increase, the risk of cybersecurity. If you are talking about cybersecurity as an example, like deepfakes is one very good examples about the threats that comes because of AI, the misinformation that comes and circulated, and all the cyber threats that created by AI, the spam and ransomware that created by AI, where it can, study and analyze any particular executives or person from the historical emails and create a profile and inject a spam based on his particular language and his particular interest and his particular style of writing. And it's really difficult to detect. So, but in general, I think it's inevitable. It's something became a reality, whether we like it or not. It's better for us to manage it well. It's better for us to have a particular governance in the organization that's really protect the business, protect the users from misusing. We talk about the ethical dimension of the AI. For example, somebody might upload to any AI platforms the income statement or the special confidential financials. And as a public listed company, you need to make sure that this is secured and this is not going to reach the wrong hand. It's not going to be tomorrow sold in the dark web. So all these need to be managed through a proper policy and procedure and regulation, whether in the corporate level or in the nation level, to make sure AI is only adding value. And now we are talking about agentics AI, where organizations are having agent that can work for them. I think there is a very nice phenomena that we have seen in each department. They have several AIs serving and working with them. It's already happening now. In my legal department, for example, there are some AIs, reviewing the contracts and highlighting any risk of these contracts. This is happening. Everybody now is having co-pilots and using co-pilots, whether it's in their daily operation or in their research and in their development in a personal level. So I think it's just a matter of couple months. I don't think it's years where we're not going to talk about AI anymore, because it's going to be, part of our daily life. It's a norm. Everybody is using AI. But as I said, it's very important to manage the AI properly, and it's very important to understand what's happening with our data, who's reviewing the data. For example, complying with some of the existing regulation like EU GDPR, for example, data residency. Where is this data stored? Who's data minimalistic? Are they taking extra data and creating profiling for the people? So, and they are really transferring this data to their organization, or are they really keeping the data? So because there are so many options, and each setup also, like for example DeepSeek, you can set up DeepSeek in your own server inside your environment, disconnected from overall world, and we can monitor also the packet that goes outside and the packet that kept inside. So all of these kind of exercise need to be done to make sure that AI is adding value and really safe, and not really creating a backdoor or threats to the organization.
Wonderful. Ali, next I want to understand from you, because you have played a key role in when it comes to digital transformation initiative for a lot of organizations across various verticals. Any key recommendations that you would want to give for organizations in today's hyper-connected world? Because oftentimes we do observe the reluctancy from an organization's point of view as well. When it comes to adopting a new technology, be it cybersecurity solution or even data protection for that matter. Any key challenges that you have observed and key recommendations that you can throw some light on?
I think the most important thing is before we start the journey to really understand that the business in when the businesses are not an IT business, their main really objective is the revenue. The most important figures that their eyes are on is always the revenue. So we need to keep in mind that these technologies, whether it's AI, cybersecurity, blockchain, whatever it is, it's really adding value and it's clear. So to the business, that's we have communicated this to the business. We get the buy-in of the business. And it's aligned, this transformation journey. It's aligned with the business objectives. I think the role of the CIO is to really simplify the technology and present it in a way to show the value added by these technologies to the bottom lines and to the business in general. The second point I always believe is to show a very quick low-hanging fruit or quick win on the long journey, because sometimes you need to focus on the very first step to show the business that the results and the value that this technology or transformation program or whatever it is delivering. In addition to the tactical and the strategic objectives that the program is having. The other thing is or advice I always believe not to really jump to build the technology by yourself and lose your focus. Don't reinvent the wheel. So a good example I always give about the labor camp. So when we came here, we have a labor as a construction company, and the labor need shelter. So we bought our own camp. The labor need transportation. So we bought like 80, 90, 100 buses to transfer the labor from their camp to the sites and bring them back. And the labor need food. So we created our own kitchens to deliver the catering or the food. And labor need health. So we hired doctors and nurses in our organization to take care of the health of our labor. Later on, life became more sophisticated and there is more dedication, and a lot of new companies comes in to take all of these burdens out of our shoulders, and we delegate all these activities to those companies. So now we don't own our own camp, we rent our camp, we rent our transportation to a transportation company, we have a catering company, we have a health insurance or health provider company that provide the health and the food and the shelter to our laborers, and they do that way better than us and way more efficient than us because this is their bread and butter. And now we are back focus into our bread and butter, into our main business, rather than getting busy and with these services activities. Same things apply in technology. There are a lot of providers, a lot of partners that you can partner with who can do things better than you and more cost effective and more higher quality. So always, whenever you had any problems and you want to solve any issues, before you jump in, try to figure out who have the same problems in the industry and how they solve it, and try to obtain that solution rather than you trying to solve it by yourself. I think this is very, very important things. I have learned this during my career, and you are not alone always. And another advice I have is, though you're gonna have a lot of mistakes, you're gonna have a lot of lesson learned during the journey, and you have to adjust. You have to be flexible to adjust your plan and your strategy all the time, and observe what's not going right to return it back to the main plan. But you should not forget to celebrate your achievements. That's always important, equally important. Similar to the lesson learned, you have to celebrate the achievement. You have to acknowledge the things that went right, not only the things that went wrong, and you have to appreciate your team and the people involved in this journey. So I think these some of the points I always keep in mind during any program or projects for transformation.
Fantastic. Ali, thank you once again for being so super insightful and inspirational as well. Thank you so much for throwing light on some critical, aspects when we talk about being a CIO and leading digital transformation initiatives, as well as, discussing emerging technologies with us. Lastly, before we wrap up, I also have a small rapid fire plan for you. Just a couple of questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see.
Great. Absolutely. So, my first question to you is, what's your go-to tech gadget that you cannot live without?
Oh, there is a lot of gadgets. I'm really a gadget guy, but if I'm gonna select one, for sure, it's my smartphone. I have a lot of applications running and a lot of things organizing my life, my health, my activities, my meetings. It's all whether personal or work. So my smartphone is my only one gadget that I cannot really give away. Yeah.
Fantastic. I think we all know the reason why. But next, AI or blockchain, if you had to choose one to work with for the next few years, which one would it be?
I think it's not either or, it's both of them. I think the real beauty when we have AI on blockchain, that's really gonna transform not only the industry. I think it's gonna be transforming the human life, and there are a lot of companies that working on that. Plus quantum computing, which is now start being commercialized. There is now a new quantum computer for personal use. With very reasonable price, which is really amazing. So I think AI on blockchain is the I'm very excited. This is the technology that I'm very excited to.
So it's best of both the worlds for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct. And next, any one tech trend that you think people are currently overhyping?
I think everybody's talking about AI. It's the buzzword right now, but I think not many people are talking about blockchain. I think and blockchain ecosystem, whether it's NFT, it's metaverse, smart contract, decentralized ledger, DeFi, decentralized finance. There are a lot of things that blockchain can offer, and I think it's not really getting enough attention and adaptation. The mainstream is still not there for the blockchain.
Right. What's one book, movie, or a TV show that you strongly recommend to everyone?
I think Innovator Dilemma is one of the really nice book. I really recommend it for reading by can't remember the author name. Yeah, but it's a really nice book.
Fantastic. And lastly, if you weren't in the tech space, what career would you have pursued?
I don't know. Maybe an architect. Yeah, I think probably I would be an architect.
An architect.
Yeah, yeah.
Great, great. Well, that was it, Ali, and thank you so much for being, so insightful throughout this session. I'm sure our audience has a lot to take away from today's conversation. Thank you so much for being candid as well. While we conclude, I definitely look forward to connecting back with you again.
Sure, my honor. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.